to the Tah Cooking Show. Today I'm going to show you how to make the famous Iranian dish, which is the saffron rice cake, Tah-Chin. And Tah-Chin is made out of the saffron, rice, eggs, and it's kind of like a cake in the form of the rice cake. And there's a funny story behind it of how this crispy saffron rice cake was developed in the past. And the story was telling that there was a cook who messed up with the rice and was afraid to be executed by the king. So he came up with the idea. He used whatsoever ingredient that he had in the kitchen and mixed the eggs with the saffron, with the yogurt, and then mixed them together and then made a crispy saffron rice cake. And after he offered it to the king really liked it. Yeah, this one has a really funny history behind it, and I want to show you how to make this. And it may sound a little bit complicated at first because it has multiple steps, but if you follow me, you will learn how to make it by yourself at the end, and you will enjoy this crispy saffron rice cake. So follow me, I'll show you how to make it.
First, we start by cooking our chicken. For this recipe, I'll be using 2 chicken breasts. Place them in a pan and cover it with the water. To season the chicken, I add salt to the taste with 1/4 teaspoon turmeric along with 1 large carrot chopped into the pieces and 1/4 large sliced onion to the pan, and let them cook while covering the pan. While the chicken is cooking, we will start preparing our rice. I'm using 4 cups of rice, and it's best to pre-soak your rice in the water for at least 1 hour. Then drain the excess water after soaking. As you see, the color of the soaked rice has changed and the size has increased compared to unsoaked rice. Next, we cook the rice in the water and make the water salty like the ocean. We want to cook the rice to the al dente, and we need to stir the rice while it is cooking to make sure it cooks consistently. In making the Tah-Chin, make sure the rice isn't cooked completely at the end. Otherwise, you will get a mushy texture Tah-Chin and you won't like it. As you see here, after the size of the rice doubles and it is still raw in the center, we kill the heat and strain the excess water from the rice. Then set it aside. After we drain the excess water from the rice, then we check on our chicken. After it's fully cooked, we want to shred the chicken. You can snack on the carrot pieces if you want later. Keep the broth for later usage as well. In my recipe, I prefer to add some caramelized onion to the chicken and let the spices marinate together. Therefore, I use 3/4 of large onion and chop them in strips, then saute them in oil. After they become golden brown, I add the shredded chicken and spices. For spices, I use 1 tablespoon cinnamon, 1 tablespoon curry powder, half a teaspoon cardamom, salt to the taste, 1 tablespoon turmeric, and 1 tablespoon cumin. Then I add them to the chicken. To make the spices mix better with the chicken, add half a cup of the chicken broth to the chicken plus onion mixture and toss them together. After mixing them well, cook until the juices evaporate and set it aside. Now we are going to work on our sour and crunchy part. We use 1 cup of washed barberries in this recipe. Barberry is a tart red berry. Most of the barberries in stores are imported from Iran, and you can add them in rice, stews, soups, and so many dishes, which I will show you in future episodes. You need to wash the barberries before using them, and here we cook them for 2 to 3 minutes on low heat since they tend to burn fast. You can add sugar or any type of sweetener to cut the tartness of this berry to your taste. And here I am adding agave as my sweetener. Then we add 1 cup of slivered almond and saute them together for another minute or so. I add 2 tablespoons saffron water to give a nice color to the mixture. Don't forget to watch the saffron water video to learn how to bloom your saffron. Then set the mixture aside. To make the batter for each cup of rice, I use 1 egg, 1/4 cup of the butter, and 1/4 cup of the yogurt. Since we have 4 cups of the rice, we multiply these ingredients by 4. After whisking 4 eggs, we add 1 tablespoon rose water along with 1 cup of butter and 1 cup of yogurt. Then we add about half a teaspoon of the cardamom to the mixture. Some recipes says only use the egg yolk for the tah-chin, but I don't think removing egg whites make any difference to the flavor, so we just use the whole egg. After whisking everything well together, then we add our saffron water to the taste and add our half-cooked rice to the batter and mix them well. Here I also added about 1 cup of remaining chicken broth to the rice mixture as well. Now the fun part is ready to begin. Grease a 9 by 13 inches pan with oil and add 2 to 3 tablespoons of your saffron butter. Then add half of your rice mixture to the pan and press it down to make sure the rice is firmly packed. Add the chicken and cover it with half of the almond barberries mixture. And cover them with the remaining rice. Then push the rice again to make sure it's fully packed. Cover the top with 4 to 5 tablespoons butter as you see in the video. Then cover your pan with a foil and put your pan in a preheated oven at 420 Fahrenheit for half an hour. After 30 minutes, reduce the heat to 350 Fahrenheit and remove the foil. Cook it uncovered for an additional half an hour. Your crunchy, crispy Tah-Chin will be ready, therefore, in an hour. After you take it out of the oven, wait about 5 minutes, then flip it onto your serving plate. This part can be stressful, but just make sure you have a good seal between the pan and the serving plate when flipping it. The Tah-Chin should slide out of the pan easily, but could need some light tapping to help it come free. Now enjoy your beautiful yellow-orange Tah-Chin and listen to how crispy the rice has become. For decoration, I'm using the remaining of the barberries almond that we already made. I also made some extra barberries for this reason. After that, I'm adding some pistachio to give a really nice color and contrast to our design. Nusha Jan.
Here is the final product of the Tah-Chin with decoration, and I cannot wait to show you the cross section. Let's cut it together. Oh my god, it's so crunchy. Look at the sound. Yum. I hope you liked the video, and I'm sure you learned how to make the Tah-Chin now. One thing I wanted to show you is that you don't have to put the chicken in the middle. You can make it vegetarian by just using the eggplants or whatever you feel like to put in the middle. And then also people, like my mom, like to add a fried eggplant on top of the chicken and then add the second layer of the rice. Also, you can do that. It's really delicious. I will show you in future how to make different versions of the Tah-Chin. And please support my channel and give me motivation to produce more content by liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed, and see you for next one.